Here. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Brownies for Breakfast with me, April Federico. And today I have the absolute honor to introduce to you our guest today, Tally Koren. She is not just topping the charts, but also reshaping the landscape for independent artists, all while bringing a vibrant flair from her journey as an international artist based in London. So, Tally, tell us all about how you arrived in London with not only just one suitcase, but with a dream in the late 90s, despite all the odds.
Oh, definitely, despite all the odds, as some of your followers probably are into psychic or angels or anything to do with that world. So,
Mhm.
actually, after losing some competition, the Eurovision, actually,
Oh.
pre-Eurovision in Israel, I was quite down only for one day. I'm always down for one day. The light always has to come straight away. But a neighbor that was kind of psychic but weird, he could see the auras. He could just really see things that not many people that I've met in that world could have been so good,
Mhm.
but he came from a logical side, so he wouldn't believe in those things. But one day it's open. So anyway, so he told me, Tali, you need to go to London. You need to go to London for 6 months, and that will be either very good or not good, but you need to do it. So I listened to him, and I came with that heavy suitcase with no wheels and no connections and no nothing. But I I just had the dream and the vision. And I would lie to you if I'll say that it was easy. It wasn't easy. But when we are in a frame of mind of knowing what we want and have that inner knowledge and confidence, things happen to us because we are in tune with ourselves. And this is what we call miracles. So the miracle happened from the second day, from the bed and breakfast that I stayed in far away. Suddenly, from the fax machine, I was in the living room, there were a paper jam. So I went to sort it out, and it was record labels and publishers contacting the UK. How? Because the grandchild wanted to be something in the music industry, so someone with connections sent it to him, and I'm just there, don't have any connections. And that was the second day that the miracle happened to me.
That's amazing. And doesn't
And
the universe work in mysterious ways?
beautiful. And then after in the first week at the same bed and breakfast, that was a time with cassette tapes. There was no even CDs, or it was an exclusive things, but there was no, links, MP3 to send your music. It used to be quite hard. You needed to
Right.
post it. So before going there, I went to a cave in Tiberias. It's a cave of a Kabbalist, the Kabbalah.
Mhm.
And this is a cave name of Meir, was the saint. So the name of the cave was Meir, the owner of the miracles, or having the miracles, is bad translation. So I went there to pray, and I got some kind of a text to chant or to pray, and a candle to light. So I was in that bed and breakfast. I don't know how dare I was to leave a candle in the room, which is
Yeah.
dangerous. But
Very.
it was a candle for memorial, so it's not as dangerous. And I went to the venue, music venue, to bring my tape so I can perform there. And while I was waiting for the venue to open, I was chanting that prayer. I was chanting that prayer. So then I come to the queue. I'm first in the queue, and a guy come next to me, and he's also early, and we start to chat. So I said to him, "What do you do?" He said, "I work in a record company." Ah, I said, "Oh wow, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I came to bring my tape." So we started to be friends. We went inside together to the gig, to the performance. We were bored. I gave the tape, but I had an extra tape. So I said to him, "Would you like to hear my music?" And I was not afraid to go to his flat because he was someone you know is not going to do anything bad. And I knew he was representing at the time Whitney Houston in the UK, Lisa Stansfield. And here I met him, miracle number two, in the first week. And then I went there and he heard my voice and he said, "Wow, you can make it." So he gave me it was like a seal that I needed to imprint in my subconscious. I can make it. And of course, he wanted his boss to sign me. He loved what he heard, but we will never find people that everyone will love us. So his boss didn't get me at all. And then after 7 years, when I was already famous, to extend and establish, I met his boss, and he didn't get me even there. So, we cannot make everyone to love us, but we need, to follow who we are.
I agree. And I love how you said that, you can't get everyone to love us because we're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And there's this viral meme going out there that um it's like you're not everyone's cup of tea because you're champagne. And
I love it. I don't know it, but I love it.
yeah, I love it too. And I don't drink, but I resonated with it. Yeah, I totally resonated with it because what I tell people all the time is that, you are essentially a museum. It's like, people will walk by without a second glance. People will laugh at you at certain points, and some people might like soak up all that you have to offer and completely miss the point, which is why I think the boss that you mentioned in your cases. And then other people will completely soak up in all the material and then leave completely inspired.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
what I think you do with your music.
Yes, but we need to understand that the music business, like any other business, it's a business.
Right.
So people need to get you, people want to put you in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And as a free spirit and someone with different influences, lived in Mexico as a child, Israel, England, love classical music, love Latino, but then I'm a singer-songwriter and I love dance. So, oh my God, this doesn't work. This doesn't work because the manager wants to know how to promote you. And I will never forget a very high level healer with healing called cranial therapy that could put the head on you
Mm-hmm.
and heal you. And I remember that he chat with me with that journey of finding the manager. And he said, the problem will be that your consciousness will be much higher than the managers.
Right.
And also I'm stronger, because if you do work on yourself and you have that self-confidence, so that was a very interesting journey, not to have it and to do it on my own, which was an extra thing for the resilience that I had to create in my life.
Exactly. And speaking of resilience, your turning point to fulfill your childhood dreams and to become a singer all happened at the age of 26 while you were in a very unhappy marriage. And and it says here that a singing teacher immediately recognized your talent and thought that you had a low voice and reminded her or him of um Karen Carpenter. And
Yes.
could you describe how you decided to make that decision to record your first album and not wait for the record company?
Oh gosh, yes. So I was married, and for other people, my marriage would have been quite happy, because to travel and stay in opposite the Ritz, but in hotel as good as the Ritz, and travel to Russia before Russia was open to people, and really, really golden cage, to extent that I haven't experienced it since then, but I really had a lot of money, and but I had to give up my modeling career, because it was not right. And then luckily I had money, so I went to karaoke, just a shop that you can record yourself, singing Sade's song and George Michael, all kind of more breathy voice, warm sound. And then that led me to go to the best singing teacher.
Hmm.
So this is what I always tell people: you have to have a dream, uh, but you need to take small actions. It just doesn't come. So we need to help the universe. So I went to the best teacher. I didn't appreciate at the time the compliment of saying to me, "Oh, you've got qualities of Karen Carpenter, low voice," because I had uh, a negative father at home that when he heard my first recording saying, "Why do you want to be a singer? You cannot sing like Celine Dion." So, so it will always be what you can't, and it will always be just the mainstream. This is the rules, and I'm just not a person that play the rules. So that was the hardest one, is to have with your own family, the rejections and the non-supporting, but they definitely supported me after that. So when I was doing it, in the singing, I didn't know that I can compose as well, which composing music is the biggest gift that I have. I
Mhm.
can sit now by the piano, a song will come to me. I can walk by the river, a song will come. It's kind of like channeling. There is
Right.
no resistance to me or fear that a melody will not come. If it's a good lyric, something amazing will come.
Exactly.
There is a relationship between lyric and music that I'm very passionate about. So the singing teacher was the first person to give me producers, because when you are a singer, you need to have songs. So I went to shop around for songs before knowing that I can write them, and I can write them very good. But that's how I started to being introduced to musicians, that they could see the talent and the quality in me, but
Mhm.
I didn't. It was
Right.
insecurity. It's want to please everyone, just to be a star, not being in tune with the artists, with who I really am. That took me long journey, like I'm saying in my single now, calling you for 40 years. I was walking on trust to find who I am, to rescue your name, which means, I have the trust, but 40 years now, it's a little bit more because I'm older. So anyway, I I discovered that I can write music as well, and then I had a gig, a concert, and there were American person in the audience that was a neighbor of the famous Quincy Jones, that did Michael Jackson, one of the biggest.
Oh,
And he saw me, he saw the potential, he wanted to sign me. And there was a lot of drama at that concert, which created more momentum, as it call it. Everyone suddenly wanted me because of that concert. So then, when the universe sends you suddenly things and you have a momentum, then you need to really make the good choices,
hmm,
which I'm not necessarily sure that I would have done the same choice.
right.
But obviously, I didn't sign with them. We had already contract. They paid me in advance. The plan was to go to America and to make me star, but they already told me to sit straight, to fix my teeth. They wanted me to be, you know, the product,
Right.
which I understand them. And I am a product, but I'm very natural. And I think if I would go with them, my life would have been completely, completely different. Completely. We don't know, but I would not become the person and the artist that I am now. That's for sure. So what I've done, I sabotage their deal. How? I had to sign it already. It was already, but I contact someone that is a manager in Israel that I knew that he never listened to me, he never was into depth, but he chased me as well to sign me because I was, as I said, it suddenly few people wanted me. And I said to him in a very naive way, can you see the contract that I have with the Americans?
Hmm.
Because he was like big manager, rich. Um, so when I hand in the contract, I knew I'm doing a life changing. I knew I'm doing a mistake.
Right.
So I gave him. He came back and said the contract is not good. Blah blah blah. I said to them goodbye, and I went with him. And he was a disaster. He was a disaster because he didn't really. I need a manager. I need someone to delegate my work, to take from me all the small things so I can focus on my voice, on my art, on my piano. But I ended up doing everything to this Eurovision competition in Israel. I came so tired, so tired. But again, the beautiful thing, I didn't win. I had only 7 points. But in my mind, I said, right, this 7 point would be the key for my life. That's what made me go to London. That's what made me start to read books like Louise Hay, How Can You Heal Your Life, start Reiki course, and start a spiritual journey, which it's a blessing.
That's amazing. Yeah, you have quite a journey. And what would you say to people, especially women over 40 years old, who don't think that they can make it in either the music industry or any place else?
Right. So I'm not only saying to 40, I'm not only saying to 50,
Hmm.
I'm now can say to 60 because I'm
Oh,
61. I'm
gotcha.
61. 61. And when I look at me at 40, so of course I'm younger in certain that, but I actually look much better, sound much better. It's all much better. That's why wine is something you need to mature. Cheese is something need. These things are, and again, it's only my perspective. I would say to them, never to give up because actually I don't like to use the word killing because it's a very strong word, but they are repressing, it's a better word, repressing a big part of themselves and not giving themselves chance only because of negativity, only because society has some kind of rules. But the people that make it, the people that find love, you hear story of people that fall in love at the age of 70 and 80. So how can we give up?
Amazing. Yeah, it's just as simple as not giving up.
And keep going, like one of my songs, keep going. All my song, keep going, is about keep going.
Hmm.
uh Beauty of the duty, the only thing that holds you back is you. That's the chorus.
Yes.
Free Will, that was brought me to the chart with Lady Gaga and Rihanna 2 months ago, saying, in every breath I take, I don't know what is on my way. I don't know what you'll bring to me. I know my will is free. So here we have a choice in every day of what we're doing with our life, how we're spending our energy, with who are we spending the energy.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's a discipline. It's a discipline. I know that yesterday I meant to play the piano, and I went around and round and didn't play it. I didn't play it.
Hmm.
I hope to do it today. I hope to do it today. So, and the song Calling You, that is now. So, with all those things that I'm saying, which sounds inspiring and I'm strong, we all break down sometimes. We're humans. We're
Always.
humans. And I'm living by a river here. At some hours of the days, it's the most stunning thing. And then when the tide is out, it's just like, ugh. But I'm saying this is nature. You need to take time off because when we have that energy of creativity and you know, self love, we can keep going all the time. But when we are tired, I think that's when we break down. And when I wrote, I'm calling you, it's a sincere song that I'm saying, I'm calling you now, I'm alone. I'm calling you my angel, make me strong, because the make me strong is not only make me strong as a person, make me strong to keep going.
Right.
You understand? We need that inner strength. So make me strong is different layers you have to that. And angel also have, although I believe in angels, but some people, angel for them is the best friend, or so we all have different angel. But it's a time when we pray or we ask with sincerity, but from place of openness, then the answer comes back to us
Hmm.
and the miracles happens.
Absolutely. So, where can my followers find you?
Oh, I'm everywhere. Everywhere, all the social media, all the digital stores from Spotify, Apple, YouTube, everything is the same Tally, which is TALLYKOREN.
Hmm.
Calling You remix is now out in 6 different remixes that they are emotional, but still they will make you dance and feel epic.
Amazing. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and I hope that someone out there who's over 40 or even 50 or like you said 60 really resonates with your message, and I'm sure a lot of people will.
I hope so. I hope so. Just keep going. Don't let anything hold you back. And if you break down some days, just ask for help. Ask for help.
Exactly.
And there are always people there to help and to listen.
Amazing.
Lovely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. This has been an episode of Brownies for Breakfast, and I will see you next time. Bye.